I was all prepared to do a Galarian Darmanitan VMAX deck today, but then Trainer Chip tweets that he went on a 10-game winning streak with Pikachu VMAX, beating Eternatus and ADP along the way, so now I'm playing a Pikachu VMAX deck. It runs a full 4-4 line of Pikachu V and VMAX, though it does have one of the promo Pikachu V with Circle Circuit, and that one does 30 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. I mean, if you need a basic that attacks for 2 energy, sure. But obviously Pikachu V is better, does 200 damage. Yes, you have to discard all energy. But with charge, you can get 2 energy, so I guess this one's better. It's really a toss-up. But ultimately, you want to attack with either Tapu Koko V on your first turn, doing Spike Draw, 20 damage, draw 2, or Boltund, Electrify, just get 2 energy cards and attach them however you want. But it also plays the Electrode. This thing knocks itself out, attaches 2 energy from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like, and because it's getting knocked out, you can use Reset Stamp, and then basically you're putting your opponent down to at least 5 cards. If they knock out a Pikachu VMAX, then you can put them down to 2. You knock out your second Electrode, you put them down to 1. So it can be just really a clinching card at the end of a game. So that combination is really good. And then what else did I write down? Oh, here it is. Yes. Pikachu VMAX, kind of the important part of the deck. For 3 lightning, does 120 damage. I think that is, the worst, tied for the worst with Togekiss. But the secondary effect, if you discard all of the energy, it does 270. I don't know how a Pokemon that maxes out at 270, 280 with a Vitality Band, so you are knocking out ADP. But in this VMAX format, you can't one-shot a VMAX unless it's weak to lightning. So that's a bit worrying, but I guess what you want to do is you want to go first, get that attack, do 120, don't discard the energy, and then use the full effect, use 270. But I mean, with the loss of Thunder Mountain, with the loss of Electro Power, this deck could have been so good. But I mean, Trainer Chip went on a 10-game winning streak, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going second. I think I'll take a chance and I'll put the Pikachu up front. Because Charge is really good. Search your deck for up to 2 lightning and attach them to this Pokemon. There's an Oricorio. This is not Whimsicott. I won't go for the win here. I'll just put the Voltorb down. I will do that. If I had to switch, I'd switch into Boltund, but I don't. So I think I just go for... I have everything I need. So let's just go for Tapu Koko. Yeah, I think Tapu Koko makes the most sense here because the odds are higher that I just naturally draw into a Pikachu than the odds are that I get a Tapu Koko. So I think just playing the odds, it makes more sense. This is Baby Blacephalon, isn't it? Maybe I don't want to... Maybe I played this completely wrong. Okay. So I got 2. We got a big Pikachu... Big boy right here, 270. The math actually works out great because it does 120 without discarding, so I can just knock out a Baby Blacephalon. The reset stamps are going to come in real handy in this game. So is the Electrode, so I think what I do is I just force them to knock out 2 Pikachu VMAX. And I don't research. I can attack. I can take a knockout. They want me to knock out this Jirachi. Pikachu VMAX has 310 hit points. That's really good. So I think what I do is I just attach. And then, yeah, I think just hold the hand. Don't discard. If they somehow get the knockout, I need to be able to respond. So I think Dance of the Ancients right now makes sense. Just because I can't take a chance that they knock this out. Yeah, I just gotta know. I don't want to. So I'm giving them a lot of cards. Yes, that's bad. But I can stamp them real low, maybe turn after turn. If they can't take this knockout, they are in huge trouble. Baby Blacephalon, yes, it's a single prize deck against the VMAX deck, but I have 310, so that's a bit of a cushion. Oh, it's just the Charizard deck. Oh no. Why are people playing Charizard's not good? Come on. I don't think Charizard is good. I guess I'll put the Pikachu V down. There's a Dedenne. Okay, I guess I put that down. I can get rid of all the energy. I don't think that's worth it. So which is more important? The Reset Stamp? The Dedenne? See, this is the problem with Pikachu VMAX, is I have to ditch all my energy. So what I want to have happen is I want to get a Boltund and a Switch. And I got exactly that. So actually I needed a few things. I needed Boltund, I needed Switch, and I needed Electrode, and I got all those things. So that's amazing. So I'm going to take the knockout with a Boltund, and that is great. Yeah, I have to ditch an energy. Do I even have... I don't even think I have enough energy to accelerate, do I? Oh, I have one. Okay, that was real close. So I'm letting this thing get knocked out. Only accelerating one. It'd be great if speed lightning energy was an energy before it was attached. So I'll kind of explain the wording here. So I don't have energy recycler, but I'll talk about Electrode in 1 second. There's a speed lightning, that's good. And wow, okay. So with Electrode, search your deck for up to 2 lightning energy cards. Unfortunately, Speed Lightning, okay, that's a victory. Speed Lightning is not an energy until it's attached to a Pokemon. So it's just the way the wording works out. And they had the new one. They had 4 different, what? So that's the Cracked Hollow. Oh, what is going on? That's really weird. So, because I don't have them. Okay, never mind. So they bought 2 theme decks. They built this. They played Jirachi. They played Oricorio. I don't believe in Charizard. Stage 2, yes, it can do 300 damage for 2 energy, but you have to get 4 Leon in your discard. What if you prize 2 Leon? Then you're kind of screwed. I don't believe in it. I'm sure I'll get destroyed by it in the future, but so far I'm 2-0. The Pikachu VMAX, it's good so far. Let's keep it going. Based on the sleeves in the deck box, I'd say that this is going to be a mirror match. I don't know how I'm going to fare in the mirror match, but okay, maybe they're playing Pikachu VMAX with Jirachi, who knows? Or maybe they're just celebrating Vivid Voltage launch because those are the ETB sleeves, and it's another freaking Charizard deck. Okay, well this isn't the best starting hand, I will admit that. When you're playing against a single prize deck, you want to go first. That's, if you're facing a stage 2 single prize deck, in this day and age, you want to go first. Going second, and when they have this kind of a hand... Okay, I know I talked some crap about Charizard, but they're about to have a really good turn too. And there's not much I can do, so I think what'll happen... Okay, so I don't want to lose any of this. I don't think I should do that. I think what I should do is ditch the bosses. The deck plays 4. I think that's a little much. So what I think I'll do is... And Boltund's prized. Okay, so when you prize everything you need, you're probably not going to win. So I'll just go get another Pikachu. Wow, seriously? That is tough. Okay, so what I think the game plan here is going to be is they're going to knock out a Pikachu V. I think this could be real bad. But if the Marnie really works out for me, I think I just got to go for the Marnie. Believe in the Marnie. I'm not taking a knockout. They're not drawing more cards. Vitality Band doesn't really matter here. I got the Tapu Koko. I don't need to evolve into anybody. So yeah, let's just put 2 energy and see what happens. So the good news is they cannot one-shot a Pikachu VMAX. The bad news is they can one-shot a Pikachu V. So we're just going to kind of see what happens. The reset stamps are going to be very important. That's one aspect of the deck I really like, is those reset stamps. You know, you knock out your Electrode, you give your opponent a prize, but you hurt their odds of getting anything with reset stamp. So I think if I played 10 games against Charizard, Leon's Charizard, with this deck, I would win 7 or 8 games. It's just when you prize your Boltund, when you know, if I just go first, I pretty much seal up a win. You know, because look at their side of the field is jammed with 2 prizers. I think I can win this one. I think I got it because they're going to whiff. They're totally not going to get anything this turn. I'm going to Marnie them. Yes, they'll have Oricorio. Yes, that'll be annoying. There we go. Okay. Maybe I should have held on to that boss's orders. Who knows? So what will happen here is I can knock it out, get 2 energy out. I think I do that first. So then I just grab another Voltorb. Do I have another Electrode? I do. So I'm not going to do anything except attack with Pikachu V-Max. And actually, that's probably a horrible idea. You know what? That's a horrible idea. Why'd I do that? I'm not going to be able to take a knockout. That's a horrible idea. Okay. 2. So what I'm going to have to do... I think just Marnie him again. I think I played this wrong. You know, this is the second day. Vivid Voltage just came out. I played this wrong. I shouldn't be attacking the Pikachu VMAX. I should be attacking with somebody else. Like Tapu Koko. I should just have a good backup attacker. You know, I can't do 120 turn after turn. That's really stupid. You know, I think I just got so used to playing a Pikarom deck with Electro Power and Thunder Mountain and all that. I think just a straight Pikachu VMAX deck is a little sketchy. But, okay, so they're going to put some damage on me. I'm going to need a boss's orders real quick. They're going to Oricorio. Yeah, you know, this is day 1 of Vivid Voltage. I wanted to build this deck because, you know, another creator did really well with it. Goes on a 10-game winning streak with a deck that I didn't even think could exist in this format. I thought Pikachu V and VMAX was just going to be another Pokemon to add to Pikarom. Then Trainer Chip goes on a 10-game winning streak, so I'm like, I gotta play this. And something I'm going to do going forward is I'm not really going to test decks as much before I play them, because I find that the best matches are the ones in testing. And then I go to film, and it takes me an hour to find one game that is even worth putting up on YouTube. Okay, so they're doing 200 damage, so they're 2-shotting me now. I need to get rid of that Oricorio as soon as possible. I also need to get rid of the Charizards as soon as possible. And here we go. Okay, so this is where I kind of screwed up. I screwed up. I played this completely wrong. Oh, it's a Charmeleon. Okay. That is interesting. They're going to welder probably to the Oricorio. Yeah, so they're just going to try and draw some cards. They're going to retreat. Okay, so even though I screwed up and I didn't play this nearly as well as I should have, I might not be punished for all this, which is good. But if they have Rare Candy Charizard, scoop up that. Okay, so what needs to happen is I need to knock out 2 of these to win. So I just need to figure out my way forward. So I'll attach there. I will Marnie. Because the way the prize trade works out, I need to get to even prizes again anyway. There's my bosses. That's great. I guess I hold on to the Pokécom for now. I mean, I could go get Electrode. But I think, no. I got my bosses in my hand. Everything is going to go really well because they can't take a knockout. So yeah, this is how I win. This is... Okay, I'm taking a deep breath. This is how I win. If they don't disrupt my hand, I win. It's as simple as that. If they don't disrupt my hand, I automatically win the game. Because they can't do 310 damage this turn unless they magically get a Vitality Band and 2 more Leon in the discard. Well, I guess it's actually possible because with Charizard's ability, you look at the top 3, grab 1, discard the rest, so... Oh, they got a Leon. Oh, it's bosses. Okay, I just thought it was a full art Leon. What else are they discarding? 1, 2... So they got 3 Leon. They still need a Vitality Band and another Leon. If they prized a Leon, then they're showing me why this deck isn't very good. And they also need a Vitality Band or Galarian Zigzagoon. It's one of the reasons why I thought, maybe you put a Big Charm in this deck to just give Pikachu VMAX 340. Yeah, they're digging. They're digging. But the reason I said I win is because I would just bosses the Oricorio, I do 270, they knock out this one, and then I just bosses somebody else with that one, and then I do 270 and that's game. So the stage 2 nature of their deck has definitely hurt them. They got a Crobat. They just have too many Pokemon on their bench that aren't Charmander. You need to do what I did. I limited my bench completely. I put them in a position where they have to knock out 2 Pikachu VMAX to win this game. I didn't put Crobat down, I didn't put Dedenne down, and that's basically game. So there's Electrode. Yeah, I don't even need Electrode. I'll just bosses, and yeah, the Oricorio is definitely what I want to knock out. So G-Max, Volt Tackle, and yes. So if somehow they can bosses Vitality Band and put another Leon and knock out this Pikachu VMAX, then I still am in a position where I could just blow up the Electrode, attach the Speed Lightning, and attack with the active one. So it's a thinking deck, Maybe this is why, my brain isn't big enough. I didn't think this deck could work because my brain's not big enough. I didn't think ahead to all the moves. But again, maybe I'm just too fixated on doing, the one shot with VMAXs. Because Eternatus VMAX can take a one-shot on a VMAX because of all that poison damage. Pikachu VMAX, there's no way Pikachu VMAX is knocking out an Eternatus VMAX in one turn. And there's the 4th Leon. So if they have a Vitality Band and Boss's Orders, they can do it. But then I can still get 3 energy on this thing without even using a supporter. So let's see, and they have the pre-release one. Well played. That was a close game. Bosses the Dedenne, and that's game, and that's just one of the problems with the Charizard deck is you got too many liabilities there. If it had just been Charizards, if I had to go through 6 Charizards, or let's say 4 Charizard, if I had to go through 4 Charizard to win that game, I wouldn't have won because I have to keep discarding my energy and they can keep doing a whole bunch of damage. But because it's a stage 2, because they had to bench all those support Pokemon, I was able to win. I beat a Charizard deck without knocking out a single Charizard because they had to play these cards. So that's just the way it buffs out sometimes. I'll go to game 3 and let's see if we can make it a clean sweep. So this is quite the starting hand. I might be facing a Charizard deck again. That would be real boring, but I have a pretty good starter. My game plan. Oh, it's Centiskorch. Okay, so this is really good because I don't think this deck can beat Centiskorch. So this will be interesting. And they chose to go first, so they can't do anything crazy with Volcanion and Welder on turn 1. So I think I'm in a good position. I don't think I'm in a great position, though. And there's a Speed Lightning. Okay, so I'm in pretty good position. I think I just put the Pikachu down, put the Voltorb down. If they have Reset Stamp and they see me with a hand of 7, they might decide to Reset Stamp me, and I don't want that because this hand is glorious. It's just a question of, what do I do with that Speed Lightning energy? Do I attach it to Tapu Koko V and do 20 damage? That doesn't seem good. The reason Tapu Koko V was good before is that you could, Spike Draw for 70 with 2 Electric Power and knock out a Jirachi. I don't think Tapu Koko V is really that necessary anymore. I think the new Zekrom that does 130 and paralyzes and does 60 damage to yourself, I think that's pretty good. There's the Zeraora that I think does 110 to V and GX for 2 energy. That's not bad. So I think Tapu Koko V, even just a Boltund. Oh, they're going to do the radiating heat thing. Oh, that could get annoying. Okay. So my options here are I can use Boltund to get 2 energy into play, or I can Spike Draw. Either way, I think the Speed Lightning energy that I attach is going to get removed. So do I go for Boltund to get energy into play, or do I go for Boltund? I go for Boltund. No, because Boltund could get knocked out. I don't want Boltund to get knocked out because that could be what takes a one-shot. Okay, quick ball. Let's go get a Voltorb. Oh, I don't have a Voltorb. Well, there goes that, and I don't have a Boltund. Oh, these prizes. Okay, so I think I just go get a Pikachu V. And then I quick ball the Pokécom, and I go get probably nothing, right? Do I even need anything at this point? I think they're probably not going to Marnie me. They're going to want a Welder. I think I just Spike Draw. You know, let's see what I draw here. Boss isn't a Marnie. Okay. So that Tapu Koko V is probably going down. Or at the very least, so is that energy. I know they have a Crushing Hammer. They're probably going to Burning Train to get rid of that energy as well. Man. You know, this is the adversity right here. Can Pikachu VMAX beat Centiskorch VMAX when things don't go even close to right? You know, to take a one-shot on a Centiskorch VMAX, I need Boltund V. To power up Boltund V, I need both Voltorb and both Electrode. I also need them to not discard my special energy, which they're about to do with Burning Train. So, can Pikachu VMAX beat another VMAX deck that doesn't have a damage cap, and when I don't have things going well for me? I say no, but I mean, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm starting to learn this deck. I do like it. I still think it can't beat these decks, though, but we're going to find out together. So, I do like the Memory Capsule. You know, Radiating Heat is a really good attack. You know, I'd rather do 20 damage and discard an energy than, you know, do, 120 if it doesn't help the math. So, Radiating Heat is good, but, I mean, Memory Capsule... Centiskorch isn't the ideal partner for Memory Capsule. You know, Inteleon is fine. Oh, okay. Well, they got rid of it anyway. So that is bad. Losing a special energy is bad. If it was a basic energy, that would be fine. But the main thing here is that I hit into the VMAX before they do anything to my Pikachu. And I can do that with this hand. The problem is that they can knock me out. So maybe I knocked out the Centiskorch V. Does that make any sense? You know, who's the best candidate? Do I put 120 on the VMAX and then knock it out the following turn? Or do I just knock out the V right now? But if I knock out the V... I don't think that really gets me anywhere. Okay, that's fine. This is really tough because I do... So they didn't take a knockout. That's really good. So if I knock this out, then I just need to knock that out and that out. But then they have a Centiskorch VMAX that can just destroy me. Okay. This is where things get interesting. I'm going to need to... I think I have to hit into this. Because they're doing 200. They're not taking a one-shot. I have to limit their hand. Maybe I should have blown up the... No, I should not have blown up the Electrode first. This was the right call. Because I needed an energy. So if I didn't get this energy, I'd be screwed. So I needed to Buzz Zap Generator second. Because I needed to increase my chances of this happening. But, I mean, imagine how much better this deck would be if you just had access to Thunder Mountain and Electro Power. Okay, and yeah, maybe this wasn't the smartest idea, putting that Tapu Koko down, but no. Because with the Tapu Koko, they just need to knock out a VMAX and a Koko. So... it's tough, but if I hadn't put the Tapu Koko into play, then it would have been a Pikachu V or a Pikachu VMAX or an Electro getting the hit. So, again, I don't like how some of these support Pokemon, I would have much rather have that Tapu Koko V be a Boltund V. I don't think Tapu Koko V belongs. I think you do need Big Charm to just help out the math a little bit. So there's definitely some changes. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're going for that one. Well, that is actually not the worst thing in the world. Okay. So if I can get my reset stamps, I should be okay. I just need to stop them from being able to welder and bosses, and they can't welder and bosses in the same turn. So this could actually work out for me. It's not likely, but we'll see. I do think they should have used bosses on the Tapu Koko, because then they're just a VMAX knockout away from winning, and they have to go through a VMAX regardless. But with the fact that I don't have another Voltorb really hurts. There's Crushing Hammer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, don't get another one. Okay, so they have another VMAX. I'm going to have to go through 2 VMAX to win this game is what it's looking like, and that is not an attractive endeavor for me. But it's the fact that you have to discard. Like, Centiskorch V is the opposite. It does 40 more damage for each fire energy if you did any damage attached an energy. So you can do 400 damage, no problem. With Pikachu VMAX, you can do 270 for 3 energy, but then you have no energy. Alright, so there's G-Max Centinferno. I have to get rid of all my energy. That's fine. There's a reason. Couldn't have been a Voltorb. Okay, so I'm taking a knockout. I got the switch. So I got the Volt Tackle, yes, unfortunately. And I think that is going to be the reason Pikachu VMAX is not a tier 1 deck, is the fact that you have to discard all that energy. But I did get a Boltund. Do I get a Voltorb? Do I get a draw card? Do I get anything that can help me here? So at this point, they can either bosses or welder. They can't do both. Hopefully they don't have welder. But I think what I do is... Do I spike draw? No, I think the only way I win is if I get a Voltorb. Okay, so it's G-Max Centinferno. Oh! That's not a lot of damage. Oh man. Okay, so they can knock out a Boltund V if I put it in the active. I think I switch into Koko. I think I bench that. I think I spike draw. Do that. Because I need cards. So my thought process here is they have 5 prizes. They knocked out the Koko V, they go down to 3. They knocked out the Boltund, they go down to 1. So I don't think there's any way I win unless I get another Pikachu VMAX up and running and they just can't do anything about it. But if this had been, again, if the Tapu Koko V had been a Boltund, I would have accelerated energy into play, and I think you just switch up the deck a little bit because 10 lightning energy apparently isn't going to be enough. Oh, and they got the Eldeos. Okay. So they're knocking out that guy. They're going on to 2 prizes, so they manipulated the prize trade in their favor. So at this point, I don't think there's anything I can do to win. I would have needed a Voltorb, or I needed this to be a Boltund. So I think if you're building this deck, maybe ditch the Tapu Koko, but then again it does 200 damage, but I mean Pikachu V does 200 damage. Yes, you do have to discard all your energy, but what are the odds that your Tapu Koko V is surviving anyway? So I guess I just stamped them. Oh, there's no way I was... Like, I have to bosses the Centiskorch V, draw some cards, and stamp them, I guess? Okay, so I do that. Stamp them. And then do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Alright, so we got 2 left. Man, I needed a Voltorb. So I can still win. It's very, very unlikely that I do win, but there is a small chance that I win. It would require a perfect top deck, them getting absolutely nothing. They're probably just going to use Radiating Heat. I would just switch into Tapu Koko at that point. But I mean, if I get a Quick Ball, I can Quick Ball the Marnie, switch into the Tapu Koko, get a Crobat, maybe get a Dedenne off that, bosses the Centiskorch. I still think I'm short with Boltund. I don't know. There's still a path to victory. I just don't think there's really a path to victory. Because I can't get rid of their energy. Oh, there's a Welder, so they're just going to Welder Retreat. That's a well played. So I was not impressed with Pikachu VMAX against another VMAX deck because of that discarding. You know, you have to... The only way you can win with Pikachu VMAX... Oh, hang on. Are they... No, they have it, right? Because that's 4 times 4 plus 40. That's 200. 80, 120, okay, now they're just bumping up their damage. I guess they're just making sure. But the only way you can win with Pikachu VMAX is if you get the first hit with G-Max Volt Tackle and you don't get hit in, you don't get knocked out in return, and then you discard all your energy and you're building up things on the bench with Electrode. So things didn't work out for me in this game. I think, I was talking about the Charizard, 8 out of 10 times you're going to beat, what did they know they only have 2 prizes left, right? But 8 times out of 10, this deck is beating Charizard. I think 3 times out of 10, you're beating Centiskorch with this deck. And that goes for most VMAX decks. So I was impressed with Pikachu VMAX against single prize decks. Did they have anything else? Did they have the telescopic sight? No, it's Centiskorch with a couple memory capsule, that's it. And then they just upped the Giratina because everyone's playing Special Energy. But I think Pikachu VMAX, Trainer Chip went on a 10-game winning streak. Can't fault that. He said he beat Eternatus and ADP. But, I just faced Centiskorch and I wasn't impressed. I'll put the list below. I'll leave a link to Trainer Chip's tweet. Take it online. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you do. Other than that, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.